everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have a new palette. So this is the new Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes palette. This packaging is easily one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful packagings they have ever done. I am just obsessed with it. It looks like an oil painting. It's kind of raised up here. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell that, but it is just absolutely gorgeous, and I fell in love with this palette from the second I saw it. I am just always so impressed with the color stories that Nomad comes up with, and this one is no exception. So this is the gorgeous packaging, and then here is the color story of this one. I think this one is so pretty. It is a beautiful fall tone palette with some pops of blue in there. I think this matches the theming of this palette really well, and it is just absolutely stunning. Usually when I am first getting a palette, I come up with the 2 looks I'm going to do in my first impressions video, and maybe I'll come up with a couple more just off the top of my head looking at the palette. With this one, I came up with a list of 12 different looks that I want to create with it so far, and I am just so inspired by this palette. I think it's gorgeous. I am planning on creating 2 looks for this video, and I am planning on doing a 3 looks video in about a week or so, I think. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will have lots of inspiration coming with this palette. But yeah, let me know what you guys think and we can jump into the looks. Alright, I am so excited to get into this palette. This is going to be so fun to play with. So the first shade I want to take is Mount Fuji. And I'm going to start with this one through my crease. I'm taking this on just a really big fluffy brush. And I'm going to just work on the first transition for this look. I want to test out most of the shades in this palette with the 2 looks I'm going to do today. I'm going to focus on the blues for this look, I think, and then do more of like a fall tone look with the yellows and reds for the second look. This is, of course, a very light shade, but it is building up pretty nicely. Taking it on a really fluffy brush is also going to make it take a little bit longer to build up, but you can definitely see the pigmentation of this one. Alright, next I want to take this shade right here. I am not going to be pronouncing like half of the shades in this palette just because I feel like I would mess them up, but this is the kind of mid-tone blue matte shade, and I want to just focus this one through my crease as well, slightly lower than the last one, and just work on building up, blending. This is going to be a kind of more classic eye look for me, a little bit of a smoky eye. I am always a huge fan of Nomad's formula and their color stories, their packaging, their theming. Pretty much everything about Nomad I absolutely love, and this palette, like I said, when it first came out, I was just so excited about it. I always wonder how they're going to do with their palettes, but they always end up surprising me with another new beautiful color story, so absolutely loving it. Alright, next we are going to take the darkest blue shade, and I'm going to focus this one in my outer corner and then just blend it up slightly into my crease. I am not going to bring it over all of the way, but just focusing right in this outer portion of the eye and just working on blending these shades together. Alright, next up we are going to be testing out some of these shimmers. So we're going to start with the darker blue shimmer. And I'm going to just connect this one with the outer corner. Their shimmer formula is pretty much the same in all the palettes they're doing now, but it's kind of like that putty like texture. It's a very movable formula. It's not honestly my favorite. I think the shimmers look super pretty, but I just don't really like the consistency within the pan. But it does give these beautiful shimmers, so I can't really complain about it. All right, then I'm going to take the lighter blue shade. I'm just going to take this on the same brush, and this is going to go in the inner half of my lid, just making it very blue. The other thing about these shades, so they have the cutest little imprints on them all the time, and with these shimmers being the formula they are, the imprints just kind of wear away super fast, which isn't a huge deal. I have pictures and everything, but I am someone who really likes the little imprint pictures, so it is kind of hard sometimes to just wipe those away. All right, next we are going to focus on the lower lash line. So I'm just going to do the matte shades in the opposite order and work my way out and blend it downwards. All right, next we are going to take this bright yellow matte shade, and I want to use this as my inner corner shade. I don't often do colorful matte inner corners, but I thought it might be fun with this look. And I do like this little color combo. So that will complete this look. I'm going to go add some mascara and be right back. All right, here is the final look. I feel a little bit like Dory from Finding Nemo, but I'm also kind of loving that. I really enjoy how this look came out. I am always impressed with Nomad's formula, and this palette is no exception. So let me know what you guys thought of this look, and let's jump right into the next one. All right, on to the second look. The first shade I want to start out with is Yellow Poplar. And this is going to be a similar style to the other look, with just doing kind of a more classic smoky eye. But like I said, I want to focus on the yellows and reds in this palette and create just a nice fall toned look. So I'm super excited about this. I am a huge fan of fall and just all the colors that go with it, just the whole entire season. I'm so excited for Halloween, so creating a little fall tone look is definitely up my alley. The next shade I want to take is Burnished Beach, and I'm going to focus this one slightly lower in my crease and just work these ones together. We are going to start adding in some nice depth to this look. And I'm going to bring this one up a little bit and then blend out a little more with that first shade. I want to take this a little bit higher up in the crease since we are going to go in with the red. I want to make sure you can see this over top of that. All right, then we're going to take Burning Bush. And this one is going to go slightly lower in my crease, focusing a little bit more in my outer corner, but I am still going to bring this one through the crease and try and be as direct as possible. I am still taking this on a pretty fluffy brush, so I feel like it is going to disperse the product a little more instead of like targeting an area, but I think these shades will blend so nicely together. And I know these looks aren't going to be the most exciting by any means, but I do have a 3 looks video planned coming up, and I'm planning to do different color combos and stuff for that video. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that one. All right, then to really add in the depth, I'm going to take this darkest red shade, and I want to focus this one in my outer corner. And I'm doing kind of just little patting motions to start, trying to build it up, and then I will do kind of circular motions to blend it in with the rest of the crease, but just focusing right in this outer portion. All right, then we can take the shade Fiery Maple, and I'm going to connect this one with the outer corner and go about halfway across my lid. These shimmers are really pretty. This one is a little flakier than the blue ones I tried, but it's still very nice. Alright, then I'm going to take the shade Golden Ginkgo here. And I am so excited about this shade. It just looks like it's going to be such a pretty all-over lid shade. And with all of these, I am wetting my brush, just so you know. I just like to do this with my shimmers to get them to have the best impact on a brush here. And this is going to go right in my inner portion of my lid. And I'm also going to pop a little bit of this in my inner corner as well. And the shade will complete this look, and I will go add some mascara and be right back. All right, here is this final look. I really like how this one turned out as well. This was just kind of a fun video to test these shades out and see how they work. So I didn't go super complex with the looks or anything, but I still really enjoy how they turned out. I like the quality of this palette. If you see some smudging or anything in this outer corner, that's because my eye started watering. That seems to happen a lot, and then it messes up my outer corner, but that is why it has nothing to do with the shades themselves. But let me know what you guys thought of this look. Which of these looks was your favorite? I really liked both of them so much. I don't even know if I can choose. I might choose this one just because I'm feeling so in the mood for fall right now, but I really enjoyed both of them. And like I said, stay tuned for a 3 looks video with this palette, just because I have so many ideas for looks and I want to create all of them. So we're going to start with a few, and yeah, stay tuned. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!